Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I achieved this super cute pink glam look, stay tuned and we're going to get right into it. Alright, so let's jump right in by filling in our brows. As you can see here, I already got the shape that I wanted, and I always go in by filling out the outer brow first, and then for the inner brow using the spoolie to kind of give a more natural effect. You really want it to be blurred and blended out really well. So I finished up here checking out my brows, and I was not pleased with how the shape was. So I kind of redid this side. The intel just looked a little bit longer than the other side, and I wanted them to be a little bit more symmetrical. So I redid that. We're going to clean it up, and boom. Starting off with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Deep Sand. For the inner part of my brow, I kind of like to use a darker shade because I want that more to blend with my foundation than being more of a highlight. Then for the outer brow, I go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium Sand. Then we clean up under our brows and blend that out using our favorite concealer brush. You know, the EcoTools Precise Concealer Brush. This is my favorite concealer brush. The fact that it's at an angle and it really helps you get into those creases. I did want this look to be really clean, and I went in with the tape method for this look and taped up both sides of my eyes. Now going in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade Rumor 2 to get my eyelid base ready for this look. I really went back and forth on wanting to use a eyeshadow or a eyeshadow paint. And I'm so glad that I did go with my first thought, which was going with the paint, but I didn't think that it would lay nicely over this base, but why wouldn't it? And I'm so glad I did stick with it, and you'll see why here. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and drop a comment below. So going in with my P. Louise paint base, this is the shade Winter Rose. This color was so pretty. I was not expecting it to really melt the way that it did, but when I tell you it melted right on top of that base, and that color really capture what I was going for, it was perfect. So I do have two of these concealer brushes, and I just went ahead and used the other concealer brush to melt that in. I really felt like that tool was the best tool to apply this. So I did go ahead and press a pink powder or a pink eyeshadow on top of that to really kind of lock and set that pigment in, or that paint base in. And it really did kind of help bring that out and get that locked in. Then I went in with my Too Faced Nude Shimmer Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Champagne. This really kind of brightened up my inner corner and kind of gave me that soft white shimmery color that I was kind of going for. But I am going to brighten that up a little bit more in a minute. Now I'm going in with my Sweet Talk palette by ColourPop. And I'm using the shade Side to Side in the middle part of my lid to really kind of like give it a soft pink shimmer. I really want it to really be like a really soft pink glam. Now that I've packed that shade on, I am jumping right in with my eyeliner. If any other makeup girlies out there know, when applying liner, #1 rule, do not breathe. Do not breathe if you want this to be nice and clean. Now peeling off that tape, and let's get into this face. I'm using the Pore Professional by Benefit primer to prime my face. I'm mainly using it on the areas where I have larger pores, so I can kind of minimize and smooth those areas. And on the outer areas of my face, I am using the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. Then going in with this cream contour and highlighter palette to really color correct my under eye and a few other areas. I got this palette from a beauty supply store. It's just a generic brand, but it really works well for me to just kind of use for color correcting and contouring actually. Using my Fit Me foundation in the shade 322 for my foundation today. I really would love to know, what do you guys like to use when you're blending out your foundation? Do you like to use a beauty blender? Do you like to use a brush? Comment below and let me know. Now using my concealer to conceal under my eyes and all of my T-zone areas, the bridge of my nose, forehead, and right above my lip. Going back into that contour palette, using the cream contours to contour my face. Then going in the Halo Glow blush by e.l.f. This is a liquid blush. I like how it comes out, but sometimes it can come out a little bit too much. I'm trying to get into blush. I know a lot of people use blush. Blush has never been something that I steered near, but because this was a cute pink look, I really wanted to have like rosy pink cheeks. So now that I got everything laid out, it is time to blend, baby. This is my favorite part of my foundation look, is blending. I love seeing everything melt together. So starting off with blending out the contour. But as I was blending out my contour, I just realized it was too much liquid blush on there. So I took a Q-tip to wipe off some of that liquid blush before I tried to blend that out. And even after removing what I did, there was still just so much. So as I was blending that out, I was still wiping some of that product off. Now blending out my concealer, I did try a different brush this time. I did not use my favorite brush. I went in with a more fluffier brush, and I think I do like how it looks. So I think I'm gonna try using this brush a few more times to see if I can tell the difference, or maybe I'll do a comparison side by side to see how that blends out using the two different brushes. But look how smooth that is. Oh, so creamy. Buffing out around the edges to kind of give it a smoother look. Just kind of really buffing it out with my beauty blender, then going in with my contour brush to kind of contour out that, blend out that contour, on my nose. And I wanted to really brighten up my under eye a little bit more, so I did go back in with that concealer to just really brighten that under eye up just a little bit more. Now going in with my One Size setting powder, setting all of the areas where I use the liquid concealer. Then I also use the setting powder to carve underneath my cheekbones. I really want this to have a sharp look. It really does snatch the face when you carve out underneath your cheekbones with the setting powder. Then I went in with this contour palette by True Complexion. This contour palette had a pressed powder contour and a highlighter that I like to use sometimes to warm my face up a little bit more. But you can see that highlighter there looks really nice, and I like to highlight my cheekbones and my nose. Brushing off the extra setting powder. Then setting my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. So I decided to use a white liner to go on my waterline. Because I had on a white shirt with pink and black, I really thought that would pull this look together. Now I'm popping on a cute pair of lashes. Like I always say, no look is complete without them. Getting ready to add the final details to my eyes, which is smoking out that lower lash line and highlighting that inner corner. Now we're diving right into the lip combo. So I'm using my favorite MAC lip liner. This lip liner is in the shade Chestnut. Of course, lining the top and bottom of your lips. As I was doing this, my daughter could not help herself. She really loves to be around me when I'm getting all dolled up, so she had to sneak her way in. Her being silly as usual. But I am finishing up my lips. Going in with my MAC matte lipstick in the shade Honey Love. Those two are my staples when it comes to a super cute nude lip. Then I go in with my lip pencil just to kind of blend it together. I really want it to look really nicely, so I kind of go around and blend in that matte lipstick and that lip liner together. I am topping this lip combo off with my favorite NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Sugar Cookie. Now I'm finally going to use this last setting spray, the One Size setting spray, just to really lock everything in. And I'm just kind of fluffing my hair out, kind of get it set for this look in my day. And there you have it, the final look. Tell me this did not turn out super cute. I feel like I really did achieve the look that I was going for. If you like how this look turned out, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see my upcoming videos. And follow me on other platforms. See you later, ladies.